All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of this isn't Beyond the World's Greatest Podcast. This is Metabolic Fitness. This is my fitness podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about general fitness, and I'm going to sprinkle in some peptides and some diet and some nutrition. I want to hopefully soon start getting some guests on here. First thing I want to say is, how can I do this? So I had something on my mind. It's been figured out. Like, the science is settled. And I know that's controversial. The science is settled on fitness. There is no better, faster, more efficient, more effective way to get to the most optimal physical shape, fitness that you've ever been in your life than CrossFit. There's literally the only other way to get healthier, to get as healthy as CrossFit would make you, would be to do something exactly similar to CrossFit. So the same, that challenges the same metabolic pathways, something that challenges you the same as far as like strength. Yeah, the science is like, it's like people keep trying to come up with new things and new trends and new this and new that. It's like, it's here. We live in the future. You will not get fitter faster. You will not lose weight. Well, maybe you will lose weight. I don't want to go that far, but there's definitely things you can do to lose weight pretty quick. But as far as a training regimen, there's no better way, and it is for everyone. The difference is people, when they train, when people train and do CrossFit, they get a lot of people have bad experiences in the some CrossFit boxes, because some of the boxes aren't the trainers aren't all there, and a lot of them, so you have to try different places. A lot of people, they just want to get you in, they want to get you excited, they want to get you to start working out, they want you to say, oh, look how fun that was. And really, a lot of times it's really damaging, because what happens is you get someone that's new and has never done this before. They've been doing whatever, walking on an elliptical, or doing regular big box gym stuff with no programming. They have no conditioning. They thought they were in shape, but they're not. And then they come into the box, you get them in there, and then you kill them with a workout. Then they can't walk for a week, and they're either like, that totally sucked, I'm never doing it again, or that was the greatest thing ever, and I think I should do more of it. So there's two mentalities. And then if you don't onboard people the right way, they're going to end up leaving and and saying it was bad, and leaving it a bad review. So this is where we need to bridge the gap. And this is what I'm doing. I'm bridging the gap. I'm telling you, I'm like, you don't just throw random people off the street into class and expect them to, there's so many things going on in that person's head. But to everyone who's in the population, like the gym owners, the trainers, and all the other people, it's like, they're so used to we're just, I'll use the term CrossFitters in general, are like in their own world. We're in our own world. We're tuned in. We're locked in. We go in and we know what's coming. We know the workout's going to suck, and we're mentally preparing. A lot of us mentally prepare the night before. Some people are just constantly in preparation mode. We're just like, I know I'm training on, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so be ready. Right? So you go in and you're just, I'm in attack mode. when I'm in the gym, because I don't want to fail this workout. I want to give it everything I have. And so when someone new comes in, they're like, oh, we're all in the zone, and they're like, ooh, what's going on? They don't have no idea. So you have to onboard these people properly. And I would say, someone who does a great job of that is Stu Brower, with WTF Gym Talk. He is a gym, what exactly does he do? He has something called Micro Gym University, and he educates gym owners that just want to, we're just regular gym goers, and kind of teaches them how to be entrepreneurs, how to be business owners in the gym world. And he does a superior job. He's probably the only one out there there's shoot, I forgot the name of their, Jason Ackerman, best hour of their day. So he's doing it as well. He's really doing a great job at coaching gym owners, teaching them how to be better business owners, and teaching them how to onboard clients better. All right, so that's that, right? They're doing a great job at that, and that's why they are succeeding. That's why they ultra successful people. And again, something I said in a while back was, before you enter this thing, you need to ask yourself, am I coming here to compete, or am I coming here just to train and just have something to do, to train, to keep me in shape, to get me in the best shape that I've ever been in my entire life, for my entire life. I don't want to be having to, push 300 pounds over my head. I'm not competing. I'll be happy to get 135 pounds over my head consistently. Like, that's really all you really need. That's about a body weight person. Where are you ever going to be in a situation where you need to do, ring muscle ups? I think bar muscle ups are something more realistic to the everyday person, even though, being able to do a ring muscle up has the muscles that it takes to do that should be active. So that's something that is sort of beneficial to a lot of people, because if you can do a ring muscle up, that means you have the ability to do a handstand push up, or a handstand walks, or whatever. So everything helps everything, and it's very specific to each other. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And teaching diet and nutrition is another thing they're not telling all these people. It's like, yeah, here I passed my precision nutrition, or I work with WAG. Anyone who's not telling you to go get a food allergy test, a gut microbiome test, or some kind of food sensitivity testing has already failed, because they're telling you, okay, eat meat, vegetables, nuts, seeds, little starch, no sugar, right? Meat, vegetables, nuts, seeds, little starch, no sugar. And then they're telling you, here, eat this, eat paleo, eat, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. But let's continue. So they're telling you to eat paleo and do all this stuff, and it's like, well, how do you know if your body doesn't have a bad reaction to some of those actual foods? Like bison, I eat bison, lamb, and let's say I ate beef, chicken, tuna. Those are all staples in this dietary fitness nutrition world, right? But what if I'm hyper allergic to tuna and don't know it? What if I'm hyper allergic to deer meat and don't know it? Or beef? There's something in the beef when it goes into my intestines that it has a reaction and causes great inflammation and causes gout, and I'm wondering why my joints are stiff all the time, right? And over years and years, pay attention to what I'm saying. You're doing this to your body over and over. You're eating apples every day, thinking that an apple a day keeps a doctor away. And then when you're 70, you have to take 30 different prescription meds to keep your shit from falling out when you're walking down the street. Because you thought your whole life that apples were good for you, but you never got tested to find out. This is new. This is new technology. This is new stuff. It's not actually new, but it's new to you because you don't know. That's why you're watching this. That's why you're watching this podcast right now. Because you don't know. But I know, and a lot of other people I know, and people are figuring it out. I guess it's kind of holistic. I don't know. Anyway, get tested. I don't tell anyone. I don't give anyone nutrition advice until they find out what they can and cannot be eating, what they should and should not be eating. Period. That's something you should all know. You should all know your body. What meats, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds are superfoods for me, or what are super bad foods for me, right? You need to know that before you just start getting on some diet plan. And all you trainers and coaches and nutritionists and dietitians, you need to start telling these people to do this. Is it expensive? A little bit, but it's going to save you for the rest of your life. You only need to know one time what your body can handle. I took two tests, Inside Tracker and Viome, and Everlywell. I highly recommend taking a heavy metals test. See if you have any heavy metals, because that stuff is really toxic. Okay, so and I might as well segue into this really quick. Heavy metals cause, heavy metals, different metals, aluminum and stuff like that gets caught in your brain, right? Let's just we'll just say it like this for now. So these metals get caught in your brain, and that's what causes dementia and Alzheimer's and all these kind of mental disorders over time, right? So a tip I want to give everyone is silica and magnesium. I wish I had a bottle on me right now, but like Fiji water, there's like 3 waters that have the silica in it that actually removes the heavy metals from your brain over time. Again, it takes time. Yeah, I did the math once. It was like, what was it? 3 weeks worth of 1.7 liters of Fiji water would actually reduce the heavy metals in your brain by like 80 something %. But you have to drink a bottle of 1.7 liters every single day for that many days. What also I found is that magnesium, there's certain magnesiums that have silica in it, and that's why magnesium is super beneficial to removing heavy metals from your brain. You're welcome. For more tips like this, you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram. I'm not real serious with all this stuff, but I try to put out what I can when I can. I have like 3 businesses. I'm a nomad. I travel all over the United States. I dick around for the most part, but I do know that this is very important. This is very important for longevity. I feel like I'm doing God's work. I'm telling people how to get better in ways they don't even know, the ways that doctors don't even know. Whenever I go to like the a family doc, what are they called? The family doctor. I go to the physical, I don't know what they're called, a family doctor, right? I go there and I tell them I think I have this, I think I need this, I think I need this. And they're like, yeah, how do you know all that? And I'm like, well, because I study. I pay attention. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. I have time. I have time to research all this stuff. So, heavy metal tests. You can get that from Everlywell. I would get a really good professional one. I can't recommend one right now. But if you did just want to see and maybe try one, like I said, Everlywell has Viome. Let me show you here. We're staring at this screen. Viome. They're doing a Mother's Day savings. I have links in the bio. I'm partnered with them. Okay. Restore your microbial health with AI guided precision. So you basically, what you do is you send them a sample of your poo, and then they analyze your gut microbiome, and then they're able to tell you what foods are causing inflammation, what kind of bacteria you have too much of, what kind of bacteria you don't have enough of, things like that. And then they recommend supplements that you can take to correct that. They give you supplements you can start taking that corrects it. And then once you're corrected and now you know what foods to avoid and what are superfoods, you can start implementing that in your diet. Insights for digestive health, energy and performance, brain health and mood, immune, oral. We live in the future now. It's not 1970 anymore. It's not 1980. It's not 1990. It's 2023. May 14th, by the way. Okay, struggling with symptoms, like you don't even do anything else. Don't sign up to a gym. Don't go to a nutritionist. Don't get on a new diet. Don't do anything until you do this. Go do this. Find out the foods that you need to be eating that are good and bad for you, that are bad and toxic to your body. Okay, I can't eat, just to name a few, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, tomatoes are foods that are toxic to me. And by the way, ever since I stopped eating them, I feel I can't even calculate how much better I feel. Okay, after that. I, in fact, cut out almost all vegetables. I eat microgreens, and I eat sprouts. I love sprouts, and sprouts are very, very healthy for you to eat. So about once a week, I drink microgreens, and then I am constantly eating sprouts, which are again, there's just tons of benefits for you with those sprouts. So that is Viome, okay? And again, and then there's another one called Inside Tracker. It's a blood test, okay? I'm not gonna pull that up, but you can look them up. I'm supposed to be partnering with them too, but I had to have a meeting, and I haven't had the meeting with them because I've been just so busy with my lawn care business. Because I'm an entrepreneur. I own many businesses. I do many things. So, and it's spring, and everyone wants their yards cleaned up in the spring. So partnering with Inside Tracker. Now, Inside Tracker is a comprehensive blood analysis. They go over and do all kinds of testing on your blood, on different bloods. They just cover everything. How much of this in there, how much of that in there, your inner age, which is pretty cool. They tell you how old your insides are, so how old you are physically, right? It's like, if you tell them you're 40 and then you take this test and then the test comes back and says your insides are saying that you are as unfit as, a 50-year-old man, that means you're 10 years older than you actually are. You're aging faster, which is very bad. So you have to correct this. And guess what? They tell you how to correct it. And then you take the steps to correct it. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that for years and years. Okay, I feel great. You wouldn't believe me if I told you how old I was. And not only that, we're talking about preventive healthcare. This is preventive healthcare. So I know where my body's at right now, and I know where I'm going to be. I'm probably going to look exactly the same in 20 years from now and feel the same as well. All right. What else? I keep forgetting what I want to say a lot of times. So I need a peptide for that. But we're working on it. So peptides, Infinywell, there are peptides out there that you can get that are not good for you, that are made, that are just like cut with all kinds of stuff, and you start getting into the, anyway, peptides are kind of like a precursor to stem cells in a way. So it's like your body stops producing certain chemicals, I guess I could say, as you age. So like your body stops producing collagen, right? When you turn like 25, it just decreases from there. And then so if your body is not producing collagen is what's in your skin, what tightens your skin. So that's another thing. If you want your skin tight, okay, a lot of people are taking collagen. You're taking collagen. It's like, no, get on a good diet. Stop eating carbs. Stop stuffing your face. You don't need surgery. You need to eat cleaner, and then you need to take the proper supplements. You need to take supplements, okay, that increase your... You need to take supplements that increase the production of the collagen, because your body stopped producing it once you hit a certain age. And that goes for a lot of things. Your body stops producing a lot of things once you hit a certain age, and that's when you start degrading. Now, what I'm trying to teach people and make people aware of, again, is that you can supplement those chemicals in your body. You can start taking, but you see, people like to take collagen, and it's like, you don't want to take collagen. You want to take the precursor to collagen, which is lysine. So when you take L-lysine and vitamin C, that you wake up the next day and your wrinkles will be gone. Okay? But again, this is not something, everyone wants a get rich quick thing. Everyone wants the get rich quick hack. No one wants to put in the work. Like, it takes time. You have to be training. Same thing with these peptides. I'm telling people, oh, you can take... I never want to recommend anyone take supplements until they have a routine training protocol. So something that you do every single, day, or once a week, or two or three times a week, or 4 or 5 or 6 times a week. You're like, this is what I do religiously. I train at this time 3 days a week. Good. Now you need a diet. You need to know what you should or should not be eating, and then start eating healthier, right? Give everything about 2 months. Start training for 2 months. Start eating your this nutrition. Start feeding yourself properly for at least 2 months. Once you start seeing your body change and feeling different, your gut feels clean, your mind is cleaner, everything's working, and you're not getting sick anymore, then you start adding in supplements, the right ones. Okay? Don't just start cramming down supplements. I never take a supplement like I have a supplement like creatine, for example. I have a jug of creatine. It says take a full scoop. If I took that full scoop every day, I don't even know what would happen. I take a quarter of a scoop, and it's great. It works perfectly fine. That's another biohack. Is creatine reduces muscle soreness. So for people that are constantly complaining about how sore they are, get on creatine. Start taking creatine. Your body needs this stuff. Your body, same thing with the peptides. Your body produces it already, or used to produce it. Hormones, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I wouldn't really get on it. I would start with like some kind of lower testosterone, like DHEA. That's a supplement a man can start like in his 40s, that's just feeling depressed or just weak. By the way, low testosterone causes depression, and it starts happening around the age of 40 for men. I partner with Infinywell. I have a link. Please use the link if you're going to buy the stuff. It's all awesome stuff. This is control. This is new. I've never tried that. I don't know if I want to really go through all these, but recently I've been talking about the epicatchin. Now, I'm going to try and shoot a little video about the BPC, but let's talk about, oh, look at that. It's not even here. They have cosmeceuticals. So again, shit that's good for your skin. Look at this. PTD, DBM, methanol vanillate. By the way, don't take any of these supplements if you are taking prescription medication, okay? Get off the prescription medications and get on the good natural supplements. All right? So I'm not going to explain what all these things do. You can look on the website yourself for it. But I will talk about one supplement that I have been, where is it? That I talked about on Instagram. Don't take, it says take 2 pills. I take 1, okay, every few days or something. They have, if you don't have the money, some of these are like $100 and something bucks. They have whatever, there's 4 interest-free payments. You could do that. So again, I was talking about soy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, dairy-free. Okay. I was talking about this supplement here that increases muscle mass, increases your the oxygen in your blood. It's kind of like taking a pre-workout, and it creates it helps you lose body fat for older men. So if you're like 40s or higher, you could be at risk of something called sarcopenia. All men pretty much, and women, get it, where over time, why do you think, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger? Where do all these bodybuilders' muscles go? Sarcopenia. Your body stops, you just start losing muscle mass as you age. And these myostatin inhibitors help to prevent that. This is biohacking, okay? Last thing I'm going to talk about is people keep saying, what was it? I can't remember. What do we do? What do we do for this? What do we do for that? I don't know. There's so much. I'm so afraid of what's going on. Like there's so much misinformation out there, and misinformation and the news and on the internet, and people don't know where to turn to find out what's the truth anymore. And I'm going to tell you how. I am going to tell you how to find the truth in everything all the time. Okay, it's not rocket science, but I guess nowadays when you live in the Twilight Zone and clown world, it is. And by the way, this is a huge degradation of society that we're going through. It's falling apart. This is how you find the truth in all things. Nature, and where all truth came from, which is, and people are going to not like what I'm about to say, but it's true, is the Holy Bible. All books written today, all knowledge today has stemmed from the Bible. The Bible has tenets and, principles enshrined that have lasted throughout time. Okay, if you ever have questions about anything, ever, in life, in society, in any aspect, in fatherhood, motherhood, stress, depression, fitness, health, diet, politics, religion, anything you have questions about, the truth is in the Bible. You just have to find it. There's no question. Even if you don't believe it or don't want to believe it, it is a great reference point. Just say, if all else fails, you could say, what does the Bible say? And it just helps. There's nothing evil about the Bible. Not one thing is bad, nefarious, negligent, irresponsible in the Bible. It's all very good, high quality information. It'll tell you how to get rich, even. It tells you how to manage your money and get rich and get a job and make much of money. It tells you how to deal with people in social situations. Sales, you need help in sales. If you're a salesman, it helps you. It'll help you. Okay? It is the foundation of truth. Okay? And then nature. Nature. What do animals do? How do animals handle things? How many genders are in the animal kingdom? Right? How do baboon hierarchies work? How do chimpanzee hierarchies work? What do they do? How do they communicate? How do they eat? What do they eat? Like, there's so many things you can learn from nature. Same thing, birds, insects, right? Tigers, whales, fish. You could just see how they do things in packs, and how they migrate and eat and have birth and all these things. So if you ever a big thing is relationships in nature, like with lions and stuff like that. So if you ever have kind of like, you're like, how would a lion handle this situation? Like, that's what I do a lot of times. So, or a caveman, how did we last through, those few thousand, tens of thousands, maybe even millions of years as cavemen? And Neanderthals, how did we last? What do we eat? How do we survive without fridges and homes and warm beds and blankets? How did we survive? Oh no, the world's falling apart. Except that they've done it for millions of years, literally. Okay? Always revert back to nature and the Holy Bible. If you have any questions about anything, whether you believe in the Bible or not, you don't have to be religious or a Christian to reference it. Okay? Wake up, people. Metabolic. You look for me, Metabolic, preventive health care. I'm on Facebook. I'm on this podcast, and I have a Telegram channel, which will probably be the last and final place that you'll ever be able to find me. If all of these channels get canceled and go down, I'll probably still be on Telegram. So make sure you follow that too. I will try and remember to keep all the links in one of these videos somewhere where you can find all the stuff. I also have a Instagram handle, which probably be changing soon, so it doesn't really matter. And again, I'll try to leave the links in here. And if you have any questions, want to get on the podcast, want me on your podcast, just reach out to me here. And that's about it, guys. See you in the next one.